Well, hello, fellow salty sailors. I recently received a comment from someone who said we should number our videos, so here goes. I'm starting with episode 105 because we've already uploaded 104 videos since we bought the Morgan 41, and that's the point at which our plans to sail the South Pacific started. In a previous video, you may recall that we did 2 sea trials in 2 days, and the new diesel ran flawlessly. Finally, it was time to make the jump to Catalina Island for the first time in almost 2 years. Leaving the marina and motoring through the channel towards the breakwater was as uneventful as it usually is. Very calm, little wind, so we had to motor the entire way to the ocean. When you pass Angel's Gate, the trusty old lighthouse that's been guiding sailors through since 1913, you're officially in the Pacific Ocean and are normally greeted by ocean swells. This was not supposed to be the case this weekend though. The forecast was supposed to be very light winds, 2-foot swells, and around 12 seconds apart. A great way for doing a sea trial to test a new engine. And then you get to have fun in the shipping lanes.
Okay, so this guy, gosh, he's got to be doing about 15 knots. He's got bow wake coming up.
He just turned to his starboard to go behind us, so I turned to our port so that I would go get out of his way more quickly. So we've been going.
Yeah, there's that cargo ship behind him, I think, is coming down the shipping lane too, but he is not. This guy must be, like I say, about 15 knots. Oh, we're rolling, so it's kind of interesting to keep steady. But yeah, this guy is. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. I don't know if he's veering off because of us.
He did. It was obvious. He veered off because he was headed right towards us.
He was.
Converge.
And this guy, I think we're going to converge with the next one out. But you know what? We could have hailed him, or he could have hailed us.
I was right. He turned up first.
Yeah, he chickened, didn't he? That's some kind of a crane ship or something. Maybe a salvage for some of these boats. I don't know. Anyway, we will give you guys an update. He's obviously going to go way astern of us. So we'll give you an update when the other one comes up. Okay, so here's this other ship coming up on us. And we just saw his diesel's bellow, so he's throttling up. The other guy is over here going astern. Yeah, he's aiming right for us. His deal. Come on, focus. His deal right now is to ram us at full speed.
Yeah.
Now you got, look, maybe a little bit of bow wake you can see there, but yeah, he's probably, this other guy was doing 13.7 knots according to AIS. This guy's probably going to be doing about 12, 13 knots.
I think he wants a new ornament for his bow.
Yeah, there you go. He'll be wearing us pretty soon. Well, first mate, I trust you to get it handled.
Where the race is on.
I just hailed this guy. I don't know the name of the boat, but I told him cargo ship approaching, sailboat in the shipping lanes outside of LA Port. We see you, and as you approach, we will make adjustments as necessary. So, I think we're crossing his bow about now.
Yeah.
So, I think we'll be beyond him by the time he gets here. But worst case, we turn off, we make a loop, and go astern. We've done it before. When these guys approach, you got to be considerate of them, because they definitely can't. No, actually, his bow is still to the right. So what we may want to do, like you said, this might be a good time to make a sharp turn to port, and then yeah, because he's hauling ass. He's coming really fast. So that's what I do if I were skippering the boat. And just point like right at him, right at his nose, and as he's approaching.
It's like he turned. We were at one point crossing his nose, and it's like like as if he's turned towards the direction we're going.
Well, I think he is. He's more concerned about how much diesel he's burning to go around us.
Well, why not just keep going straight?
Because he needs to make a turn at a certain point to get to his destination. And that's all, you know, computer controlled. So yeah, just aim right at him, and as he's going this way, you'll be slowly turning. Yeah, you'll be slowly turning to your right, to starboard, to follow him along.
What time is it?
Just after this cargo ship passed, the wind and seas began to rise. Within the next 5 miles or so, we were banging into 6-foot seas in fairly short duration. We had no sails up to steady our motion, so it was a bit of a rolly ride. We approached the island and opted to turn into the isthmus as opposed to going around to Cat Harbor. The anchorages at the isthmus have all but been taken up by mooring balls, so we paid the fee and decided to have a quiet night and motor back the next day.
Well, folks, we decided to pick up a mooring ball.
Because first mate became a baby.
No, we're not gonna go there, first mate. Anyway, so she's hooked up the front of the mooring ball. She's pulling for the stern line. We're gonna get this hooked up and drop Mr. Skiff in the water, put the engine on it, and go ashore. But yeah, we get tired of pounding into it, and I'll explain more later why we opted for a mooring ball sooner than drop anchor. It ends up being too deep to get away with dropping anchor in a reasonable fashion. They've littered mooring balls all over where there used to be a free anchorage area, and where it used to be pretty shallow. But yeah, we just went ahead and got a mooring ball after all. Good job, first mate.
Well, we made it to Catalina. Albeit stuck on a mooring pole this time. The sun's going to be going down. We're going to take a little walk, get some ice at the little store, and then we're going to sit out on the bow and watch the stars. First mate is climbing up there. She wants to go up to the top and get a picture of the sunshine. I told her not to do it. Anyway, there's the pregnant woman, is what they call this. There's the trimaran that we sailed past. We're on the backside, by the way. Went ahead and walked across the island. The sun is just setting over the Pacific. My favorite little harbor is back up over here about another 1.5 miles. And Los Angeles is right over, it's way out there. This is Cat Harbor, all of this. The other side of this, where the island becomes very thin, is the isthmus. That's that. And that's crazy lady, first mate. I told her not to go up there, but she does not listen to me.
What say you, Captain?
Oh, we got stories to tell, first mate. The motor back was the roughest we've seen in the years we've been sailing to the island. The wind wasn't that bad, but there were swells coming out of the northwest that were 6 to 8 feet, and they were mixing with confused swells coming from the south that were very choppy and around 3 feet. It was as if no matter where you sailed or what angle you sailed at, something was going to slam you beam on. We've been out in 15 to 20 foot seas and 30 knots of wind, but with the confused seas, we were being tossed around quite a bit. We survived, but unfortunately, we were mostly hanging on and didn't go below to get the cameras.
Alright, we're gonna go for a tour of the downstairs. We just came in. Turns out there was a small, well, it wasn't even a small gale. It was just a strong breeze or a moderate breeze, but it was about 15 knots. It was pretty bad. And we heard things crashing downstairs because we thought it was going to be a nice weekend. No wind, no waves. So things were really stowed like they should have been. And as you can see, it is a disaster down here. Everything is falling.
As you can see, the rough seas took their toll. All said, we only lost one glass jar, and the rest of the mess was easy enough to pick up. We learned another lesson, or should I say relearned another lesson that we should have remembered in the first place. Never trust the weather forecasts and stow everything. We're planning another sea trial soon, probably in about 2 weeks. The next time we go out, we'll be testing several systems other than just the engine. I'll be connecting the solar panels to the new charge controller and tidying up a few other details. And we'll do tests on all the systems we have.